it's got meaning.
Dun, 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 dun. The Greece is the time, is the place, is the... How about this one, Suk? Because for our guest coming up in just a little while, Dinah Manoff, how about a little Freddie, my love, I miss you more than words can say. Oh, Freddie, my love, please keep in touch while you're away. Ooh. Suk, what's going on, babe? You know, we'll start the show in a second. We'll let people crank up.
2nd of December? When did we get
Suk,
here?
2nd of December. The New Year's is on its way. You know what's BS? You know what pisses me off as a Jewish white male in this country? Hanukkah right after Thanksgiving, dude. You know, can you push me back a little bit?
Yeah.
Can you push me back to Christmas area?
Yeah.
That's the problem I've always had with the Jewish religion, Suk. Every holiday is a different calendar year every time. Just keep everything on the same day every year.
Is it on the lunar calendar?
It's the Jewish calendar. It's the old, Testament calendar, the Israeli calendar.
Okay.
But it's give me Hanukkah closer to Christmas, please. You know what I mean?
You know, a lot of people said that they felt like it was like really.
It's too early. It's not holiday season yet. We're blasting through. The presents are all out. The candles are lit. You know, we like to celebrate Christmas too. I like to get it all at the same time. You know what I mean?
Feel the merry.
I want to feel. I want to feel it. There's nobody's got lights up yet. It's a little too much. It's too close. Anyway, what's going on, babe? Everything good? Great show yesterday.
I mean, I loved Michael. I loved the fellas.
He was great. Michael Orland was great.
The authors that we spoke to, the two gentlemen, Vernon and his cousin.
And Stephen Gray. Yeah. How about Stephen? What a great voice he had.
I think Stephen needs to go back to that. I think
right with the jingles, Mr. NBC jingles. And Michael Orland, I mean, what a talented... Listen, he's played with everybody, Suk. The guy's played with Manilow and we were talking, Mary Lou Henner popped in. I mean, Kristen Chenoweth. He's the guy, any song we threw out, he was like, he had it. He had it ready to go. I mean, the guy, American Idol, 16 seasons. He's seen and done it all. And by the way, don't forget, I have him on tape now. When this show goes into a studio, and this is like a whole Kelly Ryan type of show with the audience, he's going to be our music director. He said he would do it. I mean, I threw out $1 million a year for him. Does that
$1 million or $2 million?
That's what I said. I think I threw out $1 million. But anyway,
bonus of $2 million. I don't know.
Yeah, a little something around there. Anyway, Suk, you ready to get rolling? We got a great show today.
Scotty, let's start the show.
Light me up, baby. Here we go.
The Suki and Scott Show.
This is one of the funnest shows I've ever done.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling.
It's musical. It's magical.
Suki and Scott. That's 7 of hearts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is a sexy show.
Someone's getting some action.
Now, these larger-than-life personalities are on an exciting new journey as they bring you the Suki and Scott Show.
You guys nailed it. You're great. You ask great questions. You listen.
I answered you because I have respect for you guys, and it was a question respectfully put.
The Suki and Scott Show is your one-stop destination for humor.
You like De Niro and Cape Fear. Counselor!
Entertainment.
Jesse's girl.
Wonderful.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
And optimism.
You guys have such amazing energy.
Ultraviolet light, it gets in there and it just fights the kung flu, is that right? Okay.
Let's laugh together.
I love him.
The Suki and Scott Show.
Oh, Suk, what a great show we have today. Dinah Manoff is here. You know her from Greece. She played Marty Maraschino as in The Cherry.
Marty Maraschino.
Yeah, she was Elaine on Soap. She was on Empty Nest, which was a great show. Carol on Empty Nest. I mean, with Christy McNichol and Richard Mulligan. She's been on Welcome Back, Kotter. She was appeared on one of the shows. I mean, she has worked with some of the most amazing and biggest talents in the country. She's coming on. She's got a new book out, which sounds absolutely amazing. It's called The Real True Hollywood Story of Jackie Gold. It's about a 90s Hollywood star. like a tabloid darling who's got a whole bunch of secrets. So we're going to talk to her. Listen, I'll give you $100 if you can get her to sing Freddie, My Love, just a little bit, Sue. Work on it.
She might. She fell in love
I
with
think,
you. And
I
she's
think
in the green room, so
yeah,
she
yeah.
might be listening.
Yeah, but she can't hear us right now. She can't hear us at all. And Ashley Ann is coming up later on. Ashley Ann is this. She has gone. You talk about a story.
Media mogul.
She is a media mogul. She teaches people how to make hundreds of thousands of dollars on social media. Maybe we can learn a thing or two from her.
I need
to
learn from Ashley Ann. I
do. She's got this dynamic personality. She's she public speaker. She's coming up in just a little while. Suk, before we get to Dinah, real quick, I have some sad news to report. Just came out a little while ago. The big ragu, Eddie Mecca, passed away today. Yeah, he passed away today. I think he was 69 years old. Eddie Mecca. I remember he used to come in. I could have gone from rags to riches.
Yes.
He used to sing for the girls all the time. So he passed away. The news just came out this morning. I didn't want to let that go because we love the 70s and 80s nostalgia, and one of the great characters. And so listen, already Penny Marshall, who I think it was Squiggy. I forget who played Squiggy. He passed away not too long ago. So yeah, Eddie Mecca passed away, but
wow.
So his family, we wish him the best. And
I was really sad
to
when
see
Penny Marshall died.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the studio, and she interviewed. She'd be like, "How are you?"
Right.
Gary Marshall. We got a chance to interview him.
Right.
Just makes me sad.
Yeah. But everybody loading on. Pam, Jeannie, Deborah, Cheryl, everybody locking it up. The holidays are coming around. Suk, it's Christmas time, right? And the holidays are here. The songs are out. There's
it's Christmas time.
Yeah. Do they know?
No,
but listen, I want to get your thoughts. I need to get your thoughts on Yahoo has their. Let me go to the little share screen function
God, we're
here.
gonna do the best singer song. We're
Check this out.
Totally agree to disagree.
So
again.
here you go. So they came out with their top 100, Suk, right?
So I'm the most wonderful.
I'm starting you off at 14. Go ahead, sing it.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. I love this song.
Andy Williams sitting there at number 14. I thought he would have been higher. And as you go down, Ariana Grande's there at number 13 with Santa Tell Me.
If I've been together. I don't know if it's above Andy Williams.
You got Elvis, number 12, Blue Christmas.
I agree. Blue.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. Vince, I don't know if the Vince Guaraldi Trio, Christmas Time is Here. You ever hear that one?
Christmas Time is Here.
Yeah, I guess it's from the Charlie Brown Christmas from '65.
Oh, maybe it's
no, that's the Peanuts theme. That's the Peanuts theme.
Oh.
Then number 10, Donny Hathaway, This Christmas.
That's a good one.
Springsteen, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I'd throw that in the top 10.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
How about Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis, Sue?
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom, what?
I love eating chicken and collard greens.
Yeah.
Jose Feliciano, yeah, he's got to be in there, right?
Feliz Navidad.
No puedo
Feliz
año
Navidad.
feliz.
Feliz
Brenda Lee
Navidad, prospero
at number 6.
año
You like this one?
felicidad.
Little rocking around the Christmas tree at number 6.
Around the Christmas tree, have a Christmas party hop.
I like it. That's
song.
not bad. And here we go.
Dancing, you can see.
Top 5, Suk. Little Bing Crosby, White Christmas.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm dreaming. How about Wham? Last Christmas, turning it upon.
My heart.
Right.
Okay, I can accept that.
Number 3, Nat King Cole, the Christmas song, Merry Christmas to You from 1961, comes in at number 3, Sue. Here's number 2, our girl, Darlene Love, Christmas Baby, Please Come Home from 63.
Baby, please come home. Yeah.
All right, Suk, now here you go. If you had to guess what the top Christmas song on Billboard's top 100 would be, you are correct, young lady. Mariah Carey, all I want for Christmas is you. That's not a bad list. That's okay. I didn't go through the whole 100. We'd be here all day,
I mean,
but
I don't know if I don't know if I put Ariana Grande so high.
yeah, no, not nostalgic enough. Ariana Grande to throw in there. But speaking of nostalgia, Sue, what?
You know what I love? Met my old lover at the grocery store.
Yeah. That's Dan Fogelberg.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it's a random Christmas themed love song.
Dan Fogelberg, and they also, probably up higher on the list is Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. But I think I'll miss this one this year. Merry Christmas. But good. So listen, we'll continue to sing them as the weeks come along. But as I was going to, speaking of nostalgia, Dinah Manoff is here. She is a legendary actress. She's a director now. She's an author. We know her from as Marty Maraschino in Grease, one of the best movies of all time, Suk, in my opinion, one of the best musicals. And also, did you know, we got to talk to her about this. Did you know in the Chucky movie franchise, she was Chucky's first victim ever, dude.
I did not know.
She was Chucky's first victim ever. He clipped her with this little tiny, like a tomahawk, like an axe, right? He hit her in the middle of the head and sent her flying out this 20-story building. It's incredible.
Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky. So here, there she is.
Wow, what a montage. I'm like, wow, what a life I've had. I forgot all about it.
Dinah, half of it wasn't even in there, but you know what? Listen, when I see you on the cover of TV Guide, that's unbelievable.
Yeah,
right?
Those were the days, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't you miss your TV Guide? Yeah, I do.
I miss TV Guide. Used to get it in the mail and look through it, see what time Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley were on. And Empty Nest. Dinah, thank you so much for coming on all the way out over on the other West Coast corner of the country. You look amazing, and thank you so much for coming on. What as you said, what a great career you've had.
Thank you. I was pretty impressed with listening to sing all those Christmas songs, especially for a white Jewish male who really got your Christmas songs down. Yeah, and I think maybe you both are, kind of frustrated musical theater performers who are just doing this, as a side gig.
Dinah, you don't even know the half of it.
He is definitely a frustrated musical theater guy.
I heard that Freddie, My Love, that was, boy, that's pretty,
Hearing from you can make the day so much better. Listen, Dinah, I went to summer camp long enough, and I think every summer, Grease is one of the plays you had to be in.
Course,
so,
but
how are you? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Every Halloween, this is how long-lasting the Grease legacy is. Every Halloween, I open my front door to a little gaggle of pink ladies singing Summer Nights. It's so wonderful. Yeah, I love that.
Do they even know who you are? It's just they're dressing up as pink ladies.
I live in a small town.
Oh, okay. It's so great. Well, listen, we know you got this the book out. We're going to talk about in a second, but there's so many things to talk about. We'll hit a few of them. Obviously,
my daughter was a pink lady.
There's a daughter. See that? Everybody loves the pink ladies. Listen, no matter what age you are, kids today, 11, 12, my 11-year-old knows Grease. There they are. Look at
We're
Sue.
Pink ladies.
Sue, who are you, Rizzo?
We're pink ladies. Yeah.
You have to be Sandy up until you're a teenager, and then you can be.
And then you're.
Then you can come and join the real pink ladies.
Dinah, let's talk about Grease while we're on it. I mean, listen, Marty, she was
loved.
In my opinion, one of the better looking women of the Pink Ladies.
Well, thank you.
But it was just such an iconic character, and just when you look at that cast, right? You look at that cast. Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, Jeff Conway, Dee Dee Khan. Did you guys become when the filming was done? Was there this camaraderie, this friendship that everybody had lasting into their later years?
We still many of us still keep in touch, and occasionally we do autograph signings. We're going to Liverpool in May to do an autograph signing there. Barry Pearl, Michael Tucci, Kelly Ward, Dee Dee, Jamie Donnelly, and me, Randall, the director. We Barry Pearl, who played Duty, is like our fearless leader. He keeps
Duty.
Yeah, he keeps everyone together. You should have him on. He is quite something.
Oh my goodness. So great. And it was, I mean, you look at what a star John Travolta turned out to be.
At the time, he was at the peak of his everything. I mean, he was so hot.
Yeah.
He was so sexy that it was almost hard to be within a 6 foot range of him. I'm serious.
I can imagine.
It was intense. And he had just
already out at that time.
He had just finished
Saturday Night Fever.
Sorry. The cast, we all went to see a screening of it before it came out. And we were like, oh my God. If we thought he was big now, wait till this hits the screen. I mean, it was quite extraordinary to be in his presence during that period and watching him work with Olivia and dance and move. And I mean, wow.
It was phenomenal. And when you made an appearance on an episode of Welcome Back, Kotter as well.
My first job.
The first job, the Sadie Hawkins episode.
That was the Sadie Hawkins episode,
right?
Where I asked Vinnie Barbarino, was John Travolta to the dance, but I ended up going with Horseshack.
With Horseshack, Ron Palillo.
Story of my life.
But I'm just tell me in time frame wise, was that before Grease?
Oh,
You had already known.
It was my first job. I was like 19.
Oh, so you had
18 or something.
So you met him then before.
That was the first time I'd met him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was intense too. When we did Grease? Because by that time. Because by that time we had the same manager and we were in each other's kind of circles and we had gone out to dinner, but that's another story.
That's so fun. Who did we have on, Suk? Was it Karen Allen or I don't know if it was Karen. Who's the other Allen who she was in the movies with John Travolta?
Oh, yeah. What's her name? Allen.
Not Karen.
No, I know. I can't think of it. I can see her face too. She had blonde hair. And
yes.
Yeah.
She did the movie Blowout or something. I think. With John, and we were talking.
Nancy Allen.
Nancy Allen. There you go. Nancy was on the show a couple months ago. Nice get.
Yeah, she's very cool.
And we were also talking about their time together with her and John.
Well, and you had Mary Lou Henner on. And
yes,
and Mary Lou and
as
John,
well.
I'm sure, are still really close. They were. They were bonded.
She said she had quite a love affair with him.
Yes. Yeah, she
so
did.
Good.
Yeah, they were together for a long time.
Yeah. And listen, Grease, and we'll put a bow on Grease, but that's just going to be one of those movies that really, but listen, it's lived on this long. It'll live on forever. That movie, it'll never get out of date.
Thank you for not asking me to sing Freddie My Love.
Oh no, we didn't finish yet.
Oh, wait. I will say, they cut it out of the movie. I'd never sang it for the movie. It wasn't in the script. They had, dismissed it long before. But I was practicing in my dressing room and at home, just in case they decided at some point, let's film Freddie My Love.
Freddie,
I was ready, and I'm still ready.
Well, and you were the one, weren't you the one who sang "Like Does He Have a Car"? Wasn't that you? That was you, right? Oh, so great, such good stuff. And I mean, and
Up
then
your nose with a rubber hose.
and then you go on to, Empty Nest was also such a
I loved
fantastic
Empty
show.
Nest.
And it was just, it was another one of those sitcoms. We just don't have sitcoms like that anymore from the 80s and 90s. But also, I mean, Richard Mulligan was amazing. Christy McNichol.
Yeah.
Does Christy McNichol, do you guys still talk at all?
Yeah. I'm so crazy about her. She's the greatest girl. I love her. We did an autograph thing. We did a Hollywood show, I don't know, before COVID, when you could do things like that. There she is.
Yeah, there you guys back on the TV guy.
I love her. We've stayed good friends, and Richard of course was a genius, and the dearest, most professional human being. I miss him still so much.
Yeah, no, he was a funny guy, and the show was really just such a terrific show. And I mean, again, you don't get the theme songs like we had.
Life goes on.
Yeah, it's so great.
And look at me singing at 10 o'clock in the morning. What's happened to me? You brought it out of me.
Dinah, we'll get you. By the time we're done, you'll be singing. And one thing, that folks may not know is that you come from a very, show business family. Lee Grant, your mom, and Arnold Manoff, those are your parents, and it's
my father was a blacklisted screenwriter and playwright, and my mother is, as you know, an Oscar-winning. There she is, gorgeous.
Yeah, gorgeous.
And by the
lady.
way,
wow.
She is still gorgeous. She's 96, and she's freaking amazing. She's taken the bus to Pilates.
Oh my goodness.
Going down. Oh my God, where'd you get that one?
That's you. Isn't that you over in the back there?
Yeah, I'm 9 years old there. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. That must have been pretty cool. You must have met some pretty big movie stars back in the day. Or did you never get a chance, right?
No, sorta. I mean, we were not Hollywood people. We lived out, when I talk to you about the book, I'll talk to you a little bit about, Malibu Colony. My mother moved us from New York to Malibu Colony when she did Peyton Place in the 60s. Okay. Yeah. And so, yes, I met all sorts of, God, she's so beautiful. I met all sorts of amazing people. I remember Sidney Poitier, my mother did In the Heat of the Night, and Sidney Poitier came to the house. And I was like, I had just seen Lilies of the Field. I was like 10 or 9. And he kissed my hand, and I was like, I will never, ever wash this hand again. And I still haven't. Never washed it.
That is amazing. That's amazing.
Also, I'm a huge fan of your stepbrother, NPR's All Things Considered. Tom
Oh my God, he's my half brother, Tommy.
Half brother.
Yeah, he's amazing. That's so cool. I have to pass that on to him. That's so nice.
I have it on all the time. All the time.
Yeah, little national public radio.
Yeah.
And also, Dinah, you a guy who I always love because of The Odd Couple. Walter Matthau, you got to play his daughter, right? And I Ought to Be in Pictures, and you won a Tony for the stage version as well.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that like working with him? And was it before or after Bad News Bears? What was first?
I don't know.
Do you know in the time frame?
Google it. I don't know. I barely know my own time frame, much less Walter's.
I didn't know if that was, but I mean, he just the best, one of the greatest actors.
Oh, can you send me that picture? That's so good.
Sure. Listen, if you go on Google and you just put in your name and him, they'll all come up.
Oh, how cool! It's a beauty.
A lot of them come up.
Yeah, that was a hard scene. Oof.
Are you nervous when you're working with a guy like that?
Yeah.
When oh my God, I got to be really on the ball in this scene.
Yeah, I was nervous through that whole movie. I actually, truthfully, not to be a buzzkill, but I can't watch it. I had a great time doing the play.
Right.
But the film, I just can't watch my work in it.
Oh, you just don't like it, huh? Oh, okay. I get that. I get
Yeah,
that.
but I loved Walter, and I loved Anne Margaret, and that was amazing.
Yeah.
And I was given a huge opportunity, but I couldn't find the freedom on film that I had found on stage. So
Gotcha.
next subject.
Next subject. Listen, two more quick things before we get to the book.
The book,
like
yeah.
I was telling Suki, in the Chucky franchise, you were the first victim of Chucky ever in the history of Chucky.
Which I don't remember. I did not remember.
And when you're doing a scene with Chucky the doll and he kills you, you're not thinking at that moment, I will go down in history as this doll's first victim, and this will be how I'm remembered. Oh yeah, many a Chucky doll I've signed. Let me tell you.
Yeah, many a Chucky. By the way, that's you flying out the window of the apartment.
And look how well I did that.
Oh, it's so funny. You turn. I watched the scene. You turn around. This little tiny axe hits you in the forehead, and you're like, oh.
I know, that was fun. Do you want to know something though? I've never watched the movie Past Where I Die because I can't watch horror films. They scare me too much. I mean, seriously, I don't watch horror films. I have never watched my mother's horror film. She did Omen 2. I've never seen it.
That's right.
So
Omen is one of these scariest movies.
I can't watch it. Yeah, I can't watch it.
It's just the music.
I don't know what happens after I'm gone, but
more people bite the dust, Dinah.
I had a feeling.
And the other thing I wanted to ask you about was, working with this guy right here, Mork and Mindy. When Mork first came out, obviously a spinoff of Happy Days, but I mean, Robin Williams. Listen, it doesn't get better than Robin Williams. What was that like with him?
In that picture, I think we have the same hairstyle.
You know what? You really do. I think
I
you're
never
right.
saw the similarity before, but now I'm thinking. Yeah, there it is again. How lucky was I?
I mean, it really. Listen. Was it wild work? How much ad-libbing did he do on the set?
I can't even. All I remember was I was terrified because I knew I was in the presence of somebody who was so brilliant that I just wanted to keep up. And honestly, I remember it as a survival week for me.
Oh my!
Of just trying to hold my place and not try to prove anything. I was. But I just feel so grateful that I get to look back and go, I shared a set with Robin Williams.
The history of it. Yep.
Oh man, it's just, and when you read his story and the manic depression and everything he went through, you just. Yeah. I mean, the guy was such a genius on the stage, just a genius. I mean,
nobody could touch him.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid and HBO was still fairly new. On New Year's Eve, they would always have like the stand-up comedy shows. And you would literally, instead of going out for New Year's Eve, you would be in watching a Robin Williams stand-up comedy, on New Year's Eve. And the guy was just unreal. But it's great that you had a chance to do that. Let's talk about the real reason you're here.
Hey,
Jackie Gold.
Yes.
The real true Hollywood story of Jackie Gold, a novel by Tony Award-winning actress Dinah Manoff.
Yeah.
So is any of this true to life stuff, or you just totally came up with it?
Jackie is not me. But we share a voice and we share a sense of humor. But wait, let me read to you what Jamie Lee Curtis said about Jackie Gold.
Go ahead.
It's on the cover of the book. I hope she doesn't mind me placing it there. She said, Jackie Gold is a brilliant rewinding of a life of Hollywood glitz, grit, gluttony, and nose jobs. and that's really what it is.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Now is when you came up with this character, she's a 90s big star.
Superstar. She's a 90s superstar. Her father is the head of a major motion picture studio. Her boyfriend is people's sexiest man alive. And she tells her life story from the hospital bed where she's lying in a coma, having jumped off a balcony to escape the paparazzi.
Oh,
Wow.
And that's the premise of the book. And so the story, the narration goes back and forth between the dramas and the secrets unfolding in the hospital and her recounting her life from before her childhood up until this
flashbacks.
present day. Yeah, it's all in flash, in
Wait,
coma
I feel like this
flashbacks.
could be a movie. That could be a movie.
Well, funny you say that. And if you know anybody, send it out.
Wow, that's so now. When you were how long did it take you to write the book, start to finish?
You know, I can't really pin the time frame down because I started it in a workshop so many years ago, you know, where I was just learning to write, really. And the story just kind of never let go of me. I actually got the germ of it back when Princess Diana was killed by the paparazzi. And at the same time, I was on Empty Nest at the time. And, you know, the paparazzi, they used to write, said, this is so pre-cell phones, internet, TMZ, thank God. When I was a young actress, thank God there was no internet. But anyway, I digress. So at the time, you know, the Inquirer would run stories about, silly stories about, you know, I dye my hair to match the dog on the show. I mean, just dumb stuff. I never took it seriously. But then one day, and this was shortly after Princess Diana had been killed by the paparazzi, this guy from the Inquirer shows up at my front door.
Wow.
And I had just had my first child, newborn, sleeping in the other room. In my pajamas, and he shows up at the front door to question my child's paternity. And I went, that new mama bear came out of me, and I started to scream. And I chased this mother, you know what her, off. I don't know the rules here. Off my front yard, out of my front yard, called a lawyer and said, whatever's going on, you know, stop it, because this is a kind of violation I have never experienced before. And so those things, you know, started me thinking about this theme of what price fame. You know, certainly I was never a big movie star like Jackie Gold is, but I know those girls. I mean, I've watched, oh, look, God, I look cute there.
You do. You look beautiful.
I do look, look.
You and Jay. It's amazing.
Yeah, me and Jay. Anyway, so, you know, it started me on this journey with this, but really the book came to fruition, you know, during COVID. I sent out a draft to independent publishers. Myra Fiacco, my fabulous publisher, picked me up, and we did a big edit together, and here it is. You know, we released it in the summer, and now I'm hawking the book. I'm learning to hawk my book. Amazon.
Go ahead.
Or ask for it at your local bookstore. They'll have to order it, but that's a nice thing to do for your local bookstore. Or my website, dinahmanoff.org.
I love it. I love it. My mother is a huge book reader. I got to get this.
She'll have fun with it. It's
a
fun read. I call it a serious beach read. That's
serious beach read.
Yeah.
The real true Hollywood story of Jackie Gold. And yeah, it sounds like a lot of juicy tidbits in there. And I guess, you know, when you read it, you could really just, you know, theater of the mind, think of anybody that you want in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And it could be them, right? So
yeah, well, you know, look at what happened to Britney Spears. I mean, this is basically, you know, a funny tale about that story, you know, in a sense. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, Dinah, listen, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on.
Oh, you guys are fabulous.
Let me see. You listen. I don't want to pass by without putting this. Look at you in this picture right here.
I know. Look at me.
You know, the cover TV. You mentioned that thing about the dog. I found this article. Dinah versus the dog, and she's growling.
It wasn't true. That's what I was talking about. Where did you find that?
It says,
God.
Dinah Manoff resents all the attention Dreyfus gets on Empty Nest.
Well, that's true. I did resent that. God damn it.
I love it. I love it.
You found that so funny.
Yeah. Listen. Social. You know, the internet's got it all.
Oh well.
What do you watch? You ever watch Grease when it comes on these days, or you just kind of?
You didn't watch yourself, Dinah.
You ever watch it?
Well, when I shot Grease, I was in my actress angst of, oh my God, I'm too fat, I'm not talented enough, I'm not pretty enough, And now I watch it and I go, oh, I was adorable.
Look great.
Look at me. So, only time, it takes time. I wish I had enjoyed myself more then with what I had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at you. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
other girls must have been jealous. You were hot. You were a hot number.
I guess so.
All right. So listen, before you go, which is the favorite song from the movie? What's your favorite Grease song? If you had to pick one.
There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two. That's it. I can't go because it goes up and then I'm gonna crack. And
wait, you got to do.
But Suki, you can do it.
Sook, do it, Sook. I could flirt with all the guys. What is
I don't know.
No, it was Bat My Eyes.
No, but Mr. Right, I can do. Right, yeah.
Take cold showers every day. Oh, that is. Stockard Channing sings that in the movie, right?
That was for me. That was the best part of the movie. That see, I love everything Stockard. So that and the Slumber Party, doing Sandra Dee. That was, that was my favorite film scene to film. I'm Sandra Dee.
I love it.
That's great. You can listen. You can give us a little of that before we go.
I love
if you
when
want.
Stockard's like, "Oh, hey, Sandy." Like everyone's making fun of her, and it's.
Oh, I'll do my part. You
Go
have
ahead.
to do. You do. I don't drink, and I go woo. You go.
All right.
I don't drink.
I don't drink.
Woo!
Just swear I don't wrap my hair. I get ill from one cigarette. Take your filthy paws off my silky drawers. That's good. But you guys must have had a ball doing that.
We did have a ball. We did have a ball. Yeah.
So
and Olivia
great.
was such a great sport. And the funny thing was, at that time in life, Olivia really was pretty innocent. She was kind of a is that like to upstage me? You want to see if I'm going to resent the
really.
poodle?
Does she going to resent Suki's dog?
He's peeing everywhere. Sorry, Dinah.
But you were saying Olivia really was like an
just
innocent.
a good girl, and we, Jamie and Stockard and I and Dee Dee, we've been around a little, so doing that scene and kind of like torturing her was.
I love it.
And very rewarding.
Dee Dee was in that one movie where she was. It was a musical also. She
Light
sang,
Up My Life.
Right, you light up my so great.
Yeah.
Man, we're getting old.
Not so much.
Anyway, listen, the real true Hollywood story, Jackie Gold. You got to go get it wherever books are sold, the stores, online. You got to get it. Makes a great gift, and you got to support our friend Dinah Manoff. And Dinah, listen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott. I just want to say I'm also going to be recording the Audible version of that and it will be out by March before the Oscars is my goal. So,
great.
So if you want to hear it read by none other than yours truly, you will be able to
Donna,
do that.
I heard Netflix is calling too.
That's it sounds like a series, a movie. You got to get.
I have
going,
to go.
Dinah. You got to go.
Netflix is calling.
Dinah, thank you so much. Have a great holiday. And listen, when they make it into a movie, you come back, okay?
Come back.
Oh, I'll be way too big then. I'll be way too famous.
We'll be in the studio by then, so we'll be bigger.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Dinah, thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You too. Happy all holidays. Chris McQuansica.
Nice. Take care. She's
got
great.
Her to sing, Scotty, you got her to sing.
She was great. She did sing a little bit. That was great. Wow, what a great career.
I didn't know all the words. I felt bad. I was like,
Which one didn't you know the words to?
It was the Stockard Channing song.
Oh, all right. So let me see. There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two. I could flirt with all the guys. Something and bat my eyes. And I remember how it ends. It ends, but the worst thing I could do is to cry in front of you. That's the worst thing I could do. I could stay home every night.
Wait around for Mr.
Mr. Right. Oh, that's great. Every song on that album is amazing. God, we're the worst singers. What's your favorite tune from Grease? Is it Summer Night? Because you and I on the morning show, we always used to sing. We were always singing, right?
I think mine is the last song. That's not
We Go Together. The last song is ooh, 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 honey. Right. Tell me about it, stud.
Tell me about
right?
it, stud.
Didn't we do the video to that on the morning show? We were bouncing around in the green screen.
We'll go together like together.
Remember forever.
Like
That's the way it should be. Wow, yeah. Suka, you ready to keep rolling on?
Let's do it.
Ashley Ann is here. She's in the
Ashley,
building.
You can give us so much advice.
Listen, Suk, we've been doing this show. I mean, we're doing great with where we're streaming, and we got all these streaming partners. But we got to make money with this show.
Ashley Ann,
she got to hook us up. She got to tell us what the hell we're doing wrong. But listen, Ashley Ann, she is a social media guru. She has helped people monetize their social media sites, Facebook, Instagram. She's making people money left and right. She's got an amazing story. It wasn't always so easy for her. So we're going to talk to her in a second. Let me give you a little intro to Ashley Ann. Take a look.
Hey, my name is Ashley. I'm a social media strategist, biz builder, entrepreneur, and I'm also pretty good with Facebook ads. But over the past 7 years, I've been able to help over 4,200 small business owners generate revenue with their social media. And I've helped almost 4,900 people monetize their social media accounts. And what I've learned, no matter your business, niche, service, or product, that content equals cash, because content creates interest, which gives you an audience, and that's what you need. I know that so many of you guys are struggling with Facebook ads. First thing first is to change the size of your audience. A lot of you guys are mass marketing instead of thinking like a targeted marketer, okay? We want audience sizes that are in between 500,000 and 1.8 million people. The next tip is to find someone or something that's highly specific to that group of people. Maybe it is a conference or a convention they all attend. It could be a best-selling book. Maybe it's a speaker that they all know about.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Ashley Ann.
Ashley Ann, hold on. You got to turn your phone around.
Oh, and turn it.
There you go. King Ashley Ann. There she is, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
How y'all doing? Can we just call you AA, KAA? What can we do?
Hey, as long as you call me something nice, I'll answer.
And you look beautiful today. Look at you. You look gorgeous for the show. What's cooking? How was your Thanksgiving? Everything good? You healthy? You happy?
I'm very healthy and happy. I went and met my boyfriend, like his whole entire family, for Thanksgiving. So that was a lot of fun.
Nice.
And he's country the way I'm country. So we stayed outside all day in a tent and learned about like the family history. They had like a bunch of good food. I met a bunch of his uncles and aunts, and it was amazing. His mom and all of his aunts like look alike. I was like, holy crap.
Everybody looks the same.
Wait, go back. You stayed in a tent? I don't understand. Like, what the hell? I'm a city girl, so what is that?
Well, it was just an outside tent, probably like the restaurants do.
Oh,
yeah.
In the country.
Yeah,
oh, you thought they were camping, Sue?
You bring a big tent, you put it down on the land, you put the heaters and stuff out there.
Yeah.
And you roll out all the tables and the chairs and stuff. And you know, people have a lot of kids in the country. They ain't got nothing else to do.
Oh, that's so funny,
all right,
man.
Ashley, everybody has social media. Everybody has content. When you talk to a content creator, they're like, there's content everywhere. It's just where you find it. It's how you make it.
How you monetize.
Yeah. So where do you start?
Oh gosh. Okay. So that's a loaded question. So I will say this, and For anybody that's watching, when I say you can make money doing anything, I mean anything. I have helped people make money through social media. They don't even have a product. Like literally, they're just able to monetize like their personality or community or thought or something that they're really good at. Like if they're a really amazing mom and they're good at time management, we can make money with that. If they like to talk about hot topics, we can make money with that. And then people that actually have products, we can make money. So when it gets into content, there's two primary types of content that actually make you money. There's value-based content and there's relational-based content. And so it gets on my nerves when I watch these interviews with these influencers and they're like, oh my God, you just have to have value. And if you add value, you're going to make, I'm like, child, tell people what value is, okay? Like stop with this foolishness. So you pick whatever it is that you want to put in these social media streets, right? So if you want to talk about cooking, if you want to do outfits, lawn care, gardening, cleaning tips for your house, it doesn't matter. You just pick whatever you want to focus on, right? And you're going to follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of your content needs to revolve around this thing that we want to try and make money with. And the other 20% is just a free-for-all. It's whatever you feel like doing. So you can put up your lunch, your puppy, your kids,
right.
A random quote, whatever, right? Now, once we figure out what it is that we want to put out into the stratosphere, and we start working on the actual content. Your value-based content is going to be anything that answers a question. So I tell my clients, keep a notebook with you all the time, or make sure you can like talk to text in your phone really quickly or something. But anytime someone asks you a question and you're going to start noticing kind of like frequently asked questions, that's easy to make content with, like a video answering the questions, a tutorial, a time lapse, taking pictures, anything like that. If you're new, go on YouTube, go on Reddit. People on the internet love to argue like all the time. So you can just type in the subject matter or the search engine and go through controversial commentary or literally look for questions. Next thing, any type of definition or term, showing people how to use it, take care of it, protect it, cheat list, checklist, any type of like explaining a process, maybe something that's complex and kind of breaking it down and saying, this is how it works, or even just talking about the benefits of stuff. All of that is value-based content. So anytime you can show anybody how to do something, answer a question, is going to go into the value-based side. And you need to do this because you have to establish yourself as a resource because people want to buy from resources. Then when you get into the relational based content, this is the social of social media, right? And big companies can never compete with us as individuals with being able to connect with people. So anything on relational, this is literally like, are you a coffee or tea person? Or you could put up a post and say, I can't start my day before my 5th cup of coffee. How many other people drink a pot of coffee a day? That's an example of
and everybody
right?
gets involved.
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
raise
like,
your hand.
right? Like when I was growing up in elementary school, they still had like floppy disks. I remember by the time I got to junior high, I think we had switched over to CDs or something.
Yeah.
But I could post up a picture of a floppy and be like, who remembers this, right? That's relational. So anything that speaks to like a certain age group, a cohort, a community, anything based around like emotions or common experience, that's going to be your relational content. So we're posting things that either in the value category or the relational category 80% of the time, but it has to be related to whatever you want to put out there. That's how you start turning your content into cash. And content is your currency in the social media streets. There's not a way around it.
That's amazing. So the key is to just kind of pick a topic, stay focused on it, and have some fun with other things
And
about
stay in
20% of the time. So Ashley, what like a show like ours, which is more like it's like a Tonight Show. We have celebrities, we have influencers like you, we have entertainers, magicians, and comics and singers. What kind of show is this? Is this got to be more relational because we're not really answering questions for anybody. It's just more, put smiles on people's faces and entertain. How the hell do we make money with this show?
So first of all, love the show. Like I was like binging. I was like, this is amazing. I was like, this is what everybody needs in their life. Even when I got backstage, you were on here singing. I was like, okay,
just mindless fun. That's it.
Like I'm here for it. But like when you like, this is the thing, y'all actually provide a really important service that's really valuable. And you said it, putting a smile on someone's face. So being able to create a community is actually how you would monetize.
Right.
So that's what you're doing, whether you realize it or not. You're building out a community, and you
That we
provide
know.
this
That we
amazing
know. Yeah.
service of helping people feel good. And this is why you'll find like comedians and stuff, like they blow up really, really fast on social media because people like to laugh. They like to feel good. They like warm and fuzzies. They like being informed. So that's really what your product is. It's the community that the Scott and Suki show provides. That's what it is, right? So easy ways that you can monetize community. Of course, when you get lots of viewers and you start getting lots of downloads and you say, I have this many people inside of my community, it's really easy to make money through advertising. I have so many clients that are able to curate pages of just like information or fun stuff. And then they say, okay, you can run an ad on my Facebook page or on my IG timeline or on my TikTok for $140 or something. Doesn't really seem like that much, but it adds up. I'm talking about, I have people that literally leave their 9 to 5 because they've cleared $250,000 in a year from $50 to $150.
Scott, are you
listening? You're sharing like content-based posts, right? Another ways you guys can make money. Let's say y'all decided to get an app. And maybe inside of your app is going to be free, but you're going to have a special elite section. And the elite section is only like $5, maybe $10 a month. It gets some exclusive access behind the scenes. Maybe once or twice a month, y'all do like a special show that's just for the elite members. And then if there's ever a time where y'all do like polls or on-air viewers or like a viewer spotlight, only those people get access to that. Again, really easy way to make money, and you make a lot of money based off of quantity. So if you get 10,000 people that are in this elite of the group, well, all of a sudden you're making $50,000 a month.
Yeah.
Literally. And this is a model that we build out for a lot of our clients, and everybody's happy. The customers are happy because they get to engage with you like at another level, right? People love having some type of elite status, and the price point is so minuscule. Your membership and retention rate is just like through the roof. Another really easy way you guys can make money, live events, right? So maybe you're going to do a small tour. Maybe you're going to pick like 7 cities or something, and y'all are going to pull up in different cities, and we sell like really cheap tickets for like, $10 or $15 or something like that. Then there's a VIP ticket where maybe they get to come to a lunch or a brunch or something with you guys. And your VIP ticket may be like $297, and you're going to like sign a book form, or you'll fill whatever questions, like fun stuff they just want to know about y'all from the audience. I go on and on with this for days, but
I
say you make money with anything, you make money with anything.
Yeah. You hear that, Jeannie Clay and Cheryl Hull and Cherry? We're going to start charging you guys to watch the show from now on. How's that sound?
Cherry's part of our, Cherry and Jeannie and all those guys are part of our elite group of people who've been with us since day one.
Yeah, 260 shows, Ashley. 260
oh my God, that's amazing.
shows.
See a client like that, now you have to give them an award. You have to do like a highlight and be like, this is our #1 best audience member supporter ever. And so I do that for my different kingdom members. Like I have people like it's December time, so everybody in my audience knows it's like holiday bill pay and let's giveaway time. So literally I like randomly I'll get on and I'll be like, who purchased a product from me last week? I'll be like, drop your receipt. I'm going to buy 20 of y'all lunch today, and I cash app them all $100 to go to lunch.
Wow.
So you can do things to reward like the people that really rock with you. So we do all that kind of stuff all the time. I did groceries for strangers last year, which was really fun. I spent like $30,000 buying groceries inside of different communities around
That's
here.
amazing.
That, had been hit hard by COVID. So yeah, like it's really easy ways to be like, hey, I want to reward my people.
Wow. Sook, we got to get on that. Sook, I'm going to start making an app today.
Yeah,
no more free, Suki.
I think like she said, like, you know, so many people don't even understand what a service they provide, and they don't even realize the little skills that they do have. And so many people can monetize those skills if they really look at it.
Yeah, no, it's wild.
The problem is that so many of us old heads don't think like that. We don't think like we have anything that we can monetize except for like a straight line job, you know?
I know, and life is like, this is my theory, okay? This is my whole thing. And people, you know, they call me like the minister of money and all kinds of these other nicknames online. But my whole thing is not even really about money. It's about how do we find a way for you to make a living doing something that you like to do, right? Because at the end of the day, when you think about it as adults, you spend like a third of your waking hours working once you become an adult. You need to figure out how to do something that you like to do. And so you don't have like the Sunday blues or the Monday blues. And literally, if we can help more people make money doing things they like to do, imagine how much happier the world will be, right? Like you're going to be a better parent, you're going to be a better spouse, you're going to be a better neighbor, you're going to be a better friend because you wake up and you're like, my life is lit. Like I'm happy. Like we out here getting it today. Like what you talking about? You know, but there's so many people, they really hate their jobs. They, you know, it's like, I'm doing this because I have to do it, right? And like when I think about my mom and my dad, they didn't get the opportunities that I get. They literally had to survive. It was not an option, you know what I'm saying, to be able to thrive, especially as like Black people in the South. And I watched them work their asses off, you know what I'm saying, and do things that they necessarily did not want to do, but they wanted to provide, you know, a better opportunity and a better future for my sister and I. And so it's so different now because of social media, because literally you can just kind of follow your passion and be like, this is what I'm into. And you can figure out a way to make money. And everybody doesn't want to make, you know, $20 million in a year. Some people are really cool. Like if I can figure out how to make 75 grand in a year and put myself and my kids in a nice neighborhood, not be stressed out every month, you know, when insurance is due and the car note is due. And I'm able to go to their baseball games and their dance recitals, and we're able to create memories and have dinner at night together instead of I work 2 jobs and I'm barely making it to keep a roof over their head. All of a sudden, you know, the quality of life for people becomes better too. So that's really what it's about for me. That's pretty much what motivates me, is like, if I can figure out a way to help you get to this bag, you know, so you can be happier, then we're winning.
Just once, Suki, I would have liked to have dated a woman who was nicknamed the Minister of Money. I just once I would have liked that. Ashley Ann, real quick, because you know you're such an upbeat person. You're positive. You're successful. You're motivational. But you know, when you read your biography, you went through some pretty dark times back in the day. You know, tell our, because listen, a lot of folks in our audience. You know, when you just see in their community, when they talk during the show, you see some are going through some hard times. Just give us just summarize kind of what, I know you had all these surgeries in college. You were very depressed at one point, but you came out on the other side and you know, you look at you today. Tell us about that a little bit and how you work through it to come out, you know, as this positive, successful person.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and summarize it as best I can.
Give us the cliff notes.
I call it my bankruptcy period. And when I say my life was trash, like I'm smiling about it now, but there's a point in time I cannot talk about this without just falling into tears, rolling around on the floor like, oh yeah, you know. So it's my bankruptcy period, right? And everybody, like whoever is listening, whatever you're going through, I promise you, you're not the only one. Like all of us have been through stuff, and it's not where you're at right now. It's not even where you start out at. It's where you decide you want to end up at. So during this bankruptcy period for me, I had crazy health problems. My doctors are like, your spine is deteriorating. You're going to be in a wheelchair forever. You need to prepare yourself. Wah, 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 wah. So I'm like crying and sad about that. And I actually did spend 6 months in the wheelchair, then ended up getting out of it though. At the time, I was married to a guy that was trash, okay, whole trash human being, like talking about kicking it with the girl that was my so-called best friend at the time.
You were married. You were married.
I was married, and he was physically abusive to me. He was mentally abusive. He didn't start off that way, but after his second tour, he had a lot of issues with substance abuse, and he didn't want to go and get help. And that's when a lot of the abuse started, as far as him getting physical with me and verbally abusive and cheating on me and all kinds of other stuff. So I was going through that. Then I had a business partner at the time, still $25,000 from me, which that was not fun. And I was not making money back then the way I'm making money now. So there was a whole situation that was going on. Right. And then one of my ex-husband's side pieces was terrorizing me on my Facebook business page. And she kept giving me all these negative reviews and giving me like 1 stars. And it just sucked.
That's awful.
It sucked. Everything that you could think that was going bad, right? So I was like massively depressed. You know, I would get up. I was a liar. You know, not lying like, oh, the sky's blue, or I'm a doctor and I don't have a doctorate degree. But as far as like just pretending like everything was great when my whole life was just pretty much falling apart behind the scenes. Yeah, and I would put on my makeup and I put on my cute outfit and I go out and pretend like everything was amazing, and then like literally go home and cry for 5 or 6 hours at a time. Oof. And I was just in so much pain. And also, I think it was a kind of like a mind warp for me because I did everything you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a good Christian girl. I went to school. I'm an undergraduate. You know what I'm saying? I pay my taxes. I pay my tithes. I'm at home, you know, trying to cook and clean and stay in shape. And I'm doing all the stuff you're supposed to be doing, but I was not winning at life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just 100.
You're like, why am I not winning? Scott and I said, why aren't we winning?
I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm being responsible. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this happening? So I literally had to have like a come to Jesus meeting. And while I'm sitting in there crying, like I clearly audibly could hear God, like, what are you doing? Like, this is not how you get in contact with me. This is not who you're built to be. You need to get up and get your life together, like right now. So then I go through this process and I'm like, you know, everybody starts to bargain with God. I don't know. Some of y'all probably have never been there, but there comes a point where stuff is just so bad, you just start bargaining with God. If you can get me out of this, if you can change stuff,
get me out.
Just get me out of it. I promise, you know, I'll do whatever it is that you want me to do. So I had no idea at the time that I'm making this bargain, though, that, hey, well, you're going to go help other people get out of these situations, right? And you're going to teach people about money, you're going to teach them about mindset, you're going to show them how to fast and how to meditate and how to tap into their power and all this other kind of stuff. So that's how literally I got to that point. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I got to get up, right? I got to stop crying and I got to figure out what I want. So then I had to have this come to Jesus meeting with myself, like, girl, how did you even get here? You know what I'm saying? And you got to take accountability. Accountability is a superpower that like 99% of us never use. And it's because I think most of us feel like if we take accountability and say, I played this part in this, somehow we think that it absolves the other person of the trifling, low life, disgusting, dirty, horrible stuff that they did to us. And it doesn't. It just puts you in a position so you don't keep repeating the same cycle. Yeah. So I had to like really say, like, look at myself and say, well, when did you make a left when you should have made a right? When were you hanging out with people that you know you really didn't have any business being in proximity with them? What type of red flags were you ignoring? Why did you sit, you know, and watch this stuff for so long? Why are you so embarrassed to go and tell the truth about what's really happening to you? Why are you so concerned about with what people think about you instead of who you really are and being happy, right? So I had to go through all of this stuff. And then once I did that, you know, you get into your assessment portion, which is, okay, this is where my life is right now. And this is where I want my life to be. And I was like, oh, I'm a far away from where I wanted to be. So how do we start getting there, right? And looking at the whole overall picture, it was too big. It was too overwhelming. It was very discouraging. I didn't think that I would ever be there. So I just started reverse engineering, and I'm a real like tactical girl. So I literally, I still have this notebook to this day. And I write down, like, I'm just reverse engineering, like everything until I get down to a step that I can take, which was reading a book. So I go and I get this book by Wayne Dyer called Wishes Fulfilled. I do too. And so I'm going through it. I'm learning how to meditate. I'm learning how to like tap into my own power. I'm learning how, you know, and it's really, some people think this is like hokey pokey. Shout out to all my super Christians. I grew up Christian. It's not, y'all. Like, even if you go through the Bible, this is in here, from even down the scriptures that tell you that life and death is in the power of your own tongue. Like, literally, God says you can speak whatever you want to see and you can create it, right? So I started this whole journey about learning more about like alignment and kind of like your chakras and what stuff God has put into the earth that can help us and all this good stuff. And I'm starting to feel good and great and just shake free of stuff, right? So once I get to like this assessment of this is where my life is, this is where I want to be, then it's like, all right, let's start trying to like put something into action, right? So my first thing first was like, well, I can't control anyone else, but I can control myself. And if I don't want to be in this situation anymore, I don't have to be in this
Don't
situation.
have to. Yeah.
So then I was like, I want a divorce. Like literally, I want a divorce. I had gone out. I found myself a new place to stay. I put down the deposit. I had like a packing party, and I didn't really leave with that much. Pretty much just my clothes. My best friend and my sister came over. They helped me. My mom, helped me shift stuff around, and I literally just left separation papers on the table. I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. Peace, or whatever, right?
And the rest is history, really.
Yeah. I just dipped out. I was like, I'm on new life. I was like, none of this stuff is making me happy, so I don't want it anymore. And I literally just like picked up and changed my environment. And that's a hard decision for some people to make, but it's really one of the best things that you can do for yourself. Sometimes when you're just in a terrible environment, terrible atmosphere, terrible spot, you need to leave. You know what I mean? And I was one of those people, I needed to leave. So I literally just picked up and left, and I decided, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk to him anymore. So I literally just stopped responding to texts. I stopped responding to phone. Anybody that I felt like was like causing me harm, dragging me down, put me in a bad space, and I didn't feel like I needed to leave them an explanation. I was just like, no, that doesn't work for me. And so I literally just made a decision. I'm gonna cut that off. So then I was like, well, now that I've done this, well, girl, you got to start the process of rebuilding. So what do you really want? So then it came to my next step, right? And so, all right, I've read, I've learned some more about this stuff. I've gotten closer to God and all that good stuff. Well, you should take this extra time that you have now and put it into your business. And that's literally what I started doing. So how many calls can I make? How many chamber meetings can I go to? How many BNIs can I get to? How many conferences can I go to? And literally that was how the process started. And because I'm so tactical, I started chronicling everything. So a lot of times when clients come to me, I literally can give them step by step. And that's kind of how I ended up getting really popular online, because I literally can say, do steps 1 through 7, and people would do it and they'd be like, holy crap, it worked. So
and here you are celebrating today, my friend, with your cigar. Look at you.
I only have cigars in December, unless I do something real major throughout the rest of the year.
Ashley Ann, listen, your story is so inspirational. Thank you so much for coming on. Where could people get a hold of you if they want to use your services, or I may be calling you for a little advice pretty soon to get this show off the ground.
Yeah,
please do. I love what y'all got.
Ashley Ann, help us.
Yes, it's amazing. So I'm at King Ashley Ann on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'll be honest though, y'all, I don't really tweet. Don't follow me on Twitter. It's not fun over there. If you care about manifestation and lifestyle stuff, come fool with me on TikTok. If you care more about business stuff, that's pretty much what I do on Instagram. Also, right now, what we're doing to help people out for the top of the year, I'm giving away free marketing trainings and classes. We're giving Instagram cheat sheets out, just stuff to help people get started. So you can text the word commas with a K, so KOMMAS, to 501-285-8966.
Oh, that's it.
501-285-8966. 501-285-8966. And commas with a K, KOMMAS. And literally, I'm not going to ask you for any credit card information or anything. Just text it. You'll get notifications when we do like free trainings. You'll be able to get access to all kinds of marketing plans, startup gear, everything that you need if you think you want to get like a side hustle or some of these social media coins.
Marie Burns wants to know if you could say the name of the book and the author again that you mentioned
before.
Before.
Wayne Dyer, Wishes Fulfilled. And Wayne Dyer has so many books. Like, he's amazing. God,
he's a master.
His soul. He was an amazing teacher. Just an awesome human being. But I think that's a good one to start with, is Wishes Fulfilled. It's kind of like a good introduction into everything.
Great. And Ashley, and everybody's thanking you for coming on the show.
No, thank y'all for having me.
Ashley Ann.
They're not going to be they're not going to be
inspiring. Thank you.
Yeah, they're not going to be thanking you once we start charging them soon. So you got that going for you.
No, they are. They're going to be happy. You're super. We call them like super fans.
Super fans, elite. They're all going to be elite fans.
Elite. It's people that love your dirty, stinking, draws, and
That's
they want
right.
to support it. They want to see it grow. They want y'all to. They want to reciprocate what you're doing for them. So they're happy to do it because I have y'all. When I tell y'all, there's so many people in the kingdom. Like for Christmas, birthdays. I recently was sick this summer. I got stung by a yellow jacket and literally died. Like It was crazy. It took them 45 minutes to bring me back to life. Nuts. So
my God.
we were over inundated with flowers, gift baskets, snacks, like people that really support you. I promise, like it's a mutually beneficial relationship, and they want to do something, you know what I'm saying, for people that they feel like are doing something for them.
Yeah,
Thank you so
that's
much.
great. Ashley Ann, thank you
Great
so much.
advice.
Continued
calling you
success.
in the
Have
new
a great
year.
have a
Yes,
great
call
holiday.
me. Look, y'all
Look,
got
see-
my info. Get it, text me, call me, whatever. I will answer. Send a carrier pigeon, all that good stuff.
See, they're already saying we better not. Jeannie Clay's going to pay double now for what we're going to be doing.
Jeannie,
There's going to be Ashley Ann is going to be a revolt now. Nobody wants to pay. But you have the best holiday and a great new year, and we'll talk again soon.
Same to y'all. Thank y'all so much for having me on today. Bye, everybody.
Thank you,
so nice
Ashley
to meet
Ann.
y'all.
Take care. Bye.
So sweet.
It's amazing.
Great energy. I love it.
Amazing lady. Amazing lady.
Phil, did you
Philly
hear
kid.
her?
Phil, you need to speak to her about getting paid from Facebook one of these days.
Yeah, I know. I hope you save her email because I'm definitely going to contact her. Yes.
Philly kid's getting millions of hits and he can't. They won't pay him anything.
They won't send me my money. I don't know what the deal is.
There's something wrong with that, Philly. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
Phil, we need a quick update. Have you decided on the talent show yet? We're going to be asking every day.
I'm still in talks.
All right.
Still in.
I think when he's ready to make the announcement, he will tell us either way.
Nah, I got to pull it out of him, Sook. I got to make sure he's working
trying to
on
pull
it.
it out of him.
Yeah, he's got to make sure he's on it.
Right,
Philly kid, it's Sook. I'll speak to you. I think we may or may not have a show Tuesday night at 7:30. We're waiting on a special guest. If they can make it that night, we may have one. It's on their time frame, so we'll see. And if not, we got great shows next Wednesday, Thursday. We got magicians from Bangkok coming on. That's going to be unbelievable. Oh, we got some sick entertainment next week. We got mentalists. We got magicians. It's going to be one of those
side of us.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those weeks.
But yep.
Yeah. Sook, listen, I love you, babe. The dog's peeing all over the floor. Go take care.
Bye-bye.
See you, babe. Philly kid, what's the latest, my friend?
Not too much. So I've got to call in, just waiting to hear back, and we'll see what happens.
Oh, you put a call into
yes
to the woman. Okay, good. Did you see Dinah Manoff on before? You're a big Grease fan, aren't you?
Oh yeah,
you've seen that movie, right?
Yeah, many times. Love Dinah Manoff.
Listen, you should Ashley Ann knows a lot about making money on social media, man. You should speak to her because you've got over 500,000 followers, dude.
Right. But I got to get one problem resolved because I can do all these things that she tells me to do, but until Facebook decides to
give you the payout,
give me the payout, then it's not going to do any good.
You're waiting to see that little notice. Facebook has given you sent the payout, right?
Yes.
Couple bucks, but it's all good, man. What's going on? You ready? You want to sing? We were singing for Dinah before from some of the songs from Grease.
Yeah, I was checking that out.
So funny. She seemed a little like she didn't want to really, sing. I mean, she did a little bit, but it was just funny trying to pull the songs out of her. Marty Maraschino. And I just thought it was great how she was the Chucky movie. She was the first victim of Chucky ever.
Oh my God.
In the Chucky franchise.
Wow.
But when you look back at her, I mean, look at her on the cover of TV Guide. Such a beautiful girl.
Yeah, beautiful woman, man. She really is.
And how about her mom, Lee Grant, who was in I forgot she was in The Omen. At Lee Grant, and she's just she was gorgeous too, and just amazing. Yeah, what an amazing career. And now she's got this great book out, so it's all good, man. It's all good. Another great show today.
Good for her. But okay, so I've got a couple of birthdays today of some singers, some famous
All right.
singers.
What do you got, Philly Kid? Then I'm going to ask you about the best Christmas song list we were doing earlier too. I want to ask you about that.
All right. So this young lady, born December 2nd, 1981, and this is the clue I'm going to give you.
Go ahead.
Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know?
Little Britney Spears, brother.
That something wasn't right here. Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And now you're out of sight, yeah. Hit me, baby, one more time. Good
Tell
answer.
me that you want it to me. Tell me, baby. I can't finish. No, girl. What was the other one?
Okay, so the second singer, she was born in 1978. Let me see. This might be a little tougher for you. So, part of the song goes like this. Promiscuous girl, wherever you are, I'm all alone, and it's you that I want. Promiscuous boy, you already know that I'm all yours. What you waiting for? Promiscuous girl, you're teasing me. You know what I want, and I got what you need.
Oh, I know that. I know Promiscuous. That's not Janet Jackson, is it?
Nope.
No. Who is that? Yeah, it's 1978.
Yes.
Give me you got another. There's got to be another song in there. There's got to be another hit.
Let me see if let me pull up another one of her songs.
Got to be another one.
Shoot, not that I recognize. I don't recognize.
Who was it?
She was.
Oh wait, Promiscuous. Isn't that
Promiscuous girl?
She's got the Alicia Keys.
Nope,
not Alicia Keys.
They look a lot alike, but not Alicia Keys.
Who was it?
Nelly Furtado.
Oh, Nelly, that's it. Nelly Furtado. I knew it was in that genre, that range. Nelly Furtado.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Oh, hey, real quick, let me knock this out for Jeannie Clay. It's her birthday.
Oh, that's right. It's Jeannie's birthday. Jeannie, happy birthday to you.
So I'll start off with this song and then finish up with a little happy birthday. But it goes something like this. Baby. I like the feel of your name on my lips. I like the sound of your sweet, gentle kiss. The way that your fingers run through my hair. And how your scent lingers even when you're not there. And I like the way your eyes dance when you laugh. How you enjoy your 2-hour bath. How you convince me to dance in the rain. With everyone watching like we were insane. But I love the way you love me. Strong and wild, slow and easy, heart and soul. So completely I love the way you love me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeannie. Happy birthday to you.
And Jeannie, for your birthday, you're going to start paying to watch the Suki and Scott show. Congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. Philly Kids, we were talking about the top. Let me see if I can get the share screen back. We were talking about the top Christmas songs. Boom, boom, boom. There it goes. Can you see it?
Yep.
So Mariah Carey was one. We go through, right? You got we started at 14, which was this one. You know this one, right?
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh yeah.
Let's go up to 15 is Judy Garland.
Yep.
right? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Beach Boys, Little Saint Nick, Joni Mitchell, River. I don't know if I know that one. You know that one?
River, no.
Yeah. The Waitresses, the Christmas rapping song. We know that one. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock. Chuck Berry, Run Rudolph Run at number 20.
Yeah.
John Lennon and Yoko. Remember this one? Yep. War is over. Eartha Kitt. NSYNC. What else? Stevie Wonder. Where's like all the big Holly Jolly Christmas from Burl Ives, right? Kelly Clarkson. But like where Wonderful Christmas Time. Do they know it's Christmas? Do they know it's Christmas time? Curtis Blow, Christmas rapping.
Wow.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But I mean, there's a lot that I think should be further down, you know?
Yeah.
But here, like, how's Peace on Earth? Bing Crosby and David Bowie all the way up at number 36. You hear that song more, right?
Right.
Let me just see. Let's see what was number 100. Let's see what 100 is.
Hey,
here's the one that Suki like. Dan Fogelberg. Same old Lang Syne. Britney Spears. Number George Johnny Mathis. Sounds of Christmas. Number 100. Oh, Trans-Siberian Orchestra was number 100.
Ah, okay.
And number one was Mariah Carey. So
yeah.
I wonder
I got to believe that somewhere on that list is Feliz Navidad.
Yes, Feliz Navidad is number 7 right there.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Feliz Navidad, no puedo año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you. Philly, what are you doing this weekend? What's going on over in Oklahoma?
Let me see what I got going on. So not a whole lot. The weather is like in the 70s today. It's beautiful outside.
You popping in the pool? You working the pool?
I've been in the pool already today. Of course, I start every morning off because of my trash back. I start off in the hot tub in the morning.
Oh, nice.
And then it's warm out there, so I jumped in a couple of times in the regular pool. But I got my Christmas decorations up yesterday, and so really probably just maybe a little more Christmas shopping, running some errands, and I was gonna wait and let you guys know about this, but I've got a new song that I'm fixing to put up on all the streaming services. And as soon as I do, I'll give you the name of it. And
you mean like an original?
Yeah, it's an original song that I wrote.
Really?
Yep. And it's a very awesome song. My second son, Dallas, he did the music and recorded it and mastered it, and I believe it's going to be a really big hit.
Really?
So,
wow.
Yeah, very patriotic feel to it, and as soon as we get it up, should be in the next few days. I'll come on the show and I'll sing it for you guys.
I believe you should debut it exclusively right here on this fine program before you put it up on social.
That's a good idea.
Just throwing that out there for you.
That's a fantastic idea.
You want to sing a couple more before we wrap it up for the week?
Yeah. I got my grandkids are in the house, so
they're in there. Okay,
I'm gonna sing another one, and we'll call it a day.
We'll wrap. I just saw that tweet you put out. I retweeted you with the.
Waiting to go on the Suki and Scott show.
I love it. That's so funny.
So you talked about Eddie Mecca, who passed away.
Oh, wait, I just screwed myself up, Philly. Hold on.
What happened?
I just blurred myself. There we go. We're back.
Yeah,
Eddie Mecca, big ragu.
Yeah, I was looking at his IMDb. That guy was in a ton of shows.
Yeah.
Even though we mostly remember him from the Laverne and Shirley show, he was in a ton of things.
Yeah, he made a couple appearances in Happy Days too, I remember.
Yeah.
But terrible.
So in Eddie Mecca's honor, I'm going to sing this one. I know I'd go from rags to riches if you would only say you care. And though my pocket may be empty, I'd be a millionaire. My clothes may still be torn and tattered, but in my heart I'd be a king. Your love is all that ever mattered. It's everything. Rest in peace, Eddie.
Terrible, terrible. Sad to see him go. I mean, half that show has passed away already now.
Yeah. It's yeah. It just seemed like just a few months ago when I would come home from school and turn on the TV and watch those shows, man.
Right. Hello, girls. Hello, ladies. Lenny and Squiggy bopping in. Philly Kid, we need you and I need a little duet action sometime. What's tomorrow? Friday, Saturday. We'll bang out a little duettage.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
And let's make like sheep and get the flock out of here, my friend.
All right.
Let it ride.
Good night, sweetheart. Oh, it's time to go.
Do.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Do.
We hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.